Hey there everybody, it's a great and glorious, soon to be famous one day, Nick Dutch, back on the camera again one more time. Hi there, how the heck's it going? We got this YouTube user called Dr. Synthetic, another excellent channel name, and he's just submitted this little request for information about telekinesis on my channel page. First and foremost, the question is, what is my opinion on telekinesis? Do you believe there could be some truth to it, and have you ever experimented with it? I do think there could be some truth to it. To what extent, I don't know. I would say an incredibly small, slight extent. I don't think that anyone could think to themselves, I'm not going to go and turn the kettle on, I'll just sit here, do some meditation, and the kettle will turn itself on. I think that that would be a very stupid way of looking at this particular type of situation. Have I ever experimented with it? No, I have not. I have not felt the need to. I'm not curious about it. My personal experimental art form type stuff is based upon consciousness-based experiences. So that's things which occur in meditation, things which appear in your visualization when you're doing meditation, dream states, lucid dreaming, that kind of thing, astral projection, prophetic dreams, prophetic visions, and of course the manipulation of apparent psychic and or spiritual energy as a result of meditation, concentration, breathing, and doing spiritual healing type exercises. Those are the things which I personally tend to focus on to the most part, and yes, I play around with ceremonial techniques as well, because that's all part and parcel of the whole thing, and yeah, it's pretty cool. Do I believe there could be some truth to it? Yes. Do I think that it's worth worrying about? No. I don't think that you can control it, and it can become as useful as getting out of your chair and turning the kettle on all by your little self using your own fingers. The YouTube user who's more experimented with this is Daryl Sloan, so I would recommend you would view some of his videos and go through the history of the videos he's been putting out there, because he's got a lot more research and experimentation into it. Have I wanted to experiment with it? If I think far back enough into my occult research and experimentation, yes, there was a time when I wanted to give it a go. But I came to the realization that any kind of apparent results which could come from it would be so rare as to be very difficult. I mean, can one... I mean, the very subject opens up yet another can of worms, doesn't it? People say, you know, you can use psychokinesis or telekinesis to affect the outcome of random things, such as the throw of a dice. Well, if that's the case, why do you need to throw the dice? Why can't you just think it, and all of a sudden it will appear in the air and be thrown? I don't know what people think telekinesis is supposed to do, nor how it is supposed to operate. When it comes to various things happening in the world, and people assuming that it is psychokinesis or telekinesis which is making those things happen, it raises lots of questions. Especially in terms of what this force is, what it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to operate, what its limitations are, and how you try and increase the likelihood of success, and to do so reliably, and to make sure that you can demonstrate and test this a sufficient number of times to be able to turn around to someone and say, yes, this is fact now. I think it's harder to do than spiritualism. I think it is more unlikely that you're going to get the results that you're after. And it's not quite my cup of tea.